Hello everyone, and we are back. I am still Silkymans, and this is still Desaninator, and we are still here because we've still got games to play.
Softest hands in the West.
Silkiest the mittens.
But yeah, we are gonna get underway with game 2 here right away. But do you think the bans necessarily need to change on both sides, or do you think they should be good for the side of Fellowship of the Nerds?
Well, I mean, the Uter ban came out. There's certain things you can pick that I think make Uter irrelevant in a competitive setting, especially if you got 5 members that can play against Uter. Uter's kind of like the solo queue terror, right? Because if you have no team coordination, you can't shut him down. He just runs around the map, does whatever he wants. That just is super annoying. But they're going to ban it anyways here. Wukong, I think, is a very good ban. It's Steel Light's top champion. Just take it off the table. I think it's what SaskWatches should do for Chosgood. Just take Bard right off the table. #1 champion. Easy. Has such a big impact, especially if you're so good on that champion. Take it off. So I think the bans were good. I don't think they really need to change. They're going to have one more on the side of SaskWatches that I think they should put towards the Bard, but they're actually going to let the Zac go into the ban pile. They're going to let Graves maybe out of ban prison here.
That's probably good, though. I still didn't really understand, but a Lulu ban actually coming over from the side of Fellowship of the Nerds ban. I didn't understand the Graves ban. Like, unless Bosgood is, like, deep down a Graves main, we haven't really seen him bring it out. He likes the more of the initiation type junglers. So, yeah, I like the Zac ban over it, but I agree with you. I think Bard over anything else at this point. Because what else could they really bring out? Or for a ban that you would deem worthy besides Bard. The Nautilus, I don't think Nautilus is nearly as strong. I know Harablo has played quite a bit of it, but since the nerfs, I don't think he's necessarily still that monster in the top lane.
Yeah, not a monster, still strong. So I can see it. Maybe they have a little idea in mind of what they're going to do to shut down this Bard, but obviously it's going to be first picked here on blue side. The Lulu ban comes out because they didn't want to play it themselves. They do play it a lot, but if you don't want to play it, take it off the table. If you don't want to first pick it, you're going to first pick something else like a Bard. Then you take Lulu off the table. Mayhem plays a lot of Lulu, so good bans there, and obvious choice to take Bard here. Let's see what SaskWatches want to counter it with. They have to see this coming.
The real question, I want to see if they're actually going to try and flex pick something. Instead of just going for their top lane, they try and pick something. Don't show your whole hand in this first pick. Grog's jungle, smart pick, I think. You take away the Zac, and then that is another favorite pick from Bosgood. Take away that Grogus. Kind of a smart play. I would like to see maybe a support pick here. Don't show your solo laners. Keep your AD carry in your back pocket. Show the jungler. It's a good counter pick away. I don't think there's anything that's too OP that's open that you would give away to Fellowship of the Nerds.
Maybe an AD carry, but instead they decide to target the Thresh. I don't really agree with this one, to be honest. I don't really...
don't like the Thresh?
Thresh is fine, but in this spot, not really. First rotation, unless you really want to hide your pieces. This is what is telling me. But there's a lot of OP things that's still left on the table. You could take overpowered AD carry. Baby Trog's probably going to take a really good AD carry here. He could go back to Tristana, but there's a lot open. He could go back to the Lucian, one of the top AD carries right now. And Subnoise likes to play that, so I'd like to see even Lucian take that away from Baby Trog, but instead they're going to give it to him. Bosgood, I knew he was going to be forced on either Lee Sin or Elise. Probably his next top champions in the jungle.
Graves?
No Graves, because we haven't seen it. So if he did pull it out...
Dude, it's a secret pocket pick.
The secret pocket
The
pick.
Premium pocket pick.
Premium pocket pick. Automatopoeia going on here.
Automatopoeia. But they do lock in the Lucian, and I do like that. Lucian, a very, like you said, very strong AD carry. We saw Baby Trog play it last week. Very good. Very, very good. But, taken away from Subnoise as well, are we going to see him go to his favorite pick, which is, of course,
Draven.
The one and only Draven?
Draven. Maybe. I'm not really sure. There's a lot of initiation that's going to shut down Draven. Boom. Throw the Tempered Fate right on top of his head. Gives time for Lee Sin to get into position. Whatever the top laner and mid laner is going to be, probably going to allow them to get in there too. So I think Bard really counters Draven. No mobility on Draven, really. So.
That's true. I'm actually very curious to see how the Lee Sin into the Lux will work. Last time we saw Bosgood play it, he had no luck. He literally was getting CC'd before he could get behind anyone. Wasn't able to find those dragon kicks. So, gonna hopefully, and once again, the Ezreal Lux combo, they are no stranger to this. This would drug them out through that 58-minute game against ADP last week.
Exactly.
So I actually like the way this comp is coming together, though, from the side of SaskWatches.
I do. I just wish they would have taken away the Lucian. They could have grabbed it from themselves. Lucian is able to play into pretty much any composition ever, and you take it away from Baby Trog. I would like to see the 2 picks flip flopped. Take Lucian, Gragas, and then you take your support once you're able to see more of the composition.
I like the Ezreal with the.
I do like, though. But Ezreal is also a good counter. But it's just the fact that you're not denying Lucian.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I think we saw Subnoise and Seagrain lose bot lane last time at level 1. Got traded. Ezreal is not good early game. No. It's going to be very hard for him to lane. So they have to be either get Steal the Light to come down there and kind of bully, because the Lucian, and with Chazga going, the Bard Lucian this time in the bot lane, that's going to make them even more aggressive than that Tristana. And now you're playing someone who's not nearly aggressive, downgrading to the Ezreal. So it's going to be very scary for them. We're going to see Chazga locking in that Malphite, and once again, Stickum Jay Frazier going to grab that Ahri.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to leave the counter pick here to the top lane. Let's see what they want to play into Malphite. A bit of a tricky one.
BOD Frosty?
Poppy is open. Like
Lissandra?
Poppy, Chunks, Tanks, Lissandra, sure. Frosty on Lissandra?
Frosty Tips?
You thinking?
No.
Is that what you're thinking?
No, I was just thinking because his name's Frosty.
Oh, okay. I see the connection there. I see.
Sorry, that was... Yeah, I'll leave. Have a good night, Matt. Peace out. Just kidding. I'm back. But,
wow.
I know, I was pretty quick.
Short-lived.
I was pretty quick. But I don't really know what they bring out in the top lane to go against this Malphite. I would say an AP, hopefully. Something, maybe... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say maybe the Vlad.
Fiora.
But that was more the Fellowship of the Nerds that brought the Vlad out. So, going to be held up here. I'm not really sure what they're going to bring out.
I don't know what he plays, but I would want to see something that Chunks tanks. Shen does a decent job. Does percent health damage. But not seen a lot of Shen recently just because he kind of lacks a little bit in extended fights. Early game, he's got decent. He's got the global pressure, but I don't know. I don't know if it was the best pick still left up. What do you think about that Shen pick?
I think late game, Lux and Ezreal should do enough. It depends what the Gragas goes. If the Gragas builds the Echo, the Runic Echo, and then goes tanky, Gragas actually does a ton of damage with just that item, and then you can go like Dead Man's Blade or something, or
Frozen Gauntlet,
stuff like that.
Iceborne Gauntlet, sorry.
Yeah, you get tanky, but you also do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And if they have that Shen for the taunts, kind of appeal, safety for the backline using that Stand United, I like the pick. He should be able to lane quite well against Diablo as well, but I really hope he doesn't bring the Ignite. I hope he goes with the TP, because...
Oh, please, he's not going to do it. He's going to take Ignite.
He is going to bring the Ignite, which is kind of interesting. That's...
Just kidding.
Switch last second. Okay.
It was just a prank,
Actually playing with my heart here. I was just about to say, it's just kind of like mid lane where we're just like, why are you bringing Ignite on people who aren't going to get in range to Ignite? Because, I mean, Shen would, but you're fully relying that you're going to be able to beat Malphite. And if you have to ulti somewhere and you get nothing out of it, you don't have TP to get back to your lane to farm.
Yeah, you have to walk all the way to lane, and you're losing a ton of pressure, especially if the other top laner has TP. It's just automatically pretty much...
Automatically?
Pretty much, no, it's not. That's not it.
I know.
Cancels it out. Cancels out whatever Shen is about. So I'm glad to see the double global come in from Shen at least. It's looking to be an interesting one. I agree. SaskWatches have the pieces here. They could actually do it. I think if they stop the early snowball of that Fellowship of the Nerds like to bring on, I think they've,
I think the only thing that could have made this better is if one of the teams picked Fizz. So I could have heard you bring out some of those Fizz lines you've been practicing.
Not interested.
That was well played. Yeah. That was a very good timing there, actually.
Exactly. So, okay. So what you gave your predictions?
Yeah. All right.
Let's hear them. Or did you give your predictions? Did you say? Did you?
No. I was just talking about the top lane.
Definitively. Okay, I want to hear your definitive. What you're saying.
Personally, I like the team comp that coming out of SaskWatches. I think it scaled extremely well. We've seen it do very good. The Lux Ezreal combo is disgusting. You can burst someone out. You have so much CC. The slows from the Ezreal, the snares, slows coming up from Lux, the burst potential with the double ultis, both on such short cooldowns, because if you keep landing the Mystic Shots, True Shot Barrage cooldown goes down every time you land one. And they have a good front line. You have Gragas, who does a decent amount of damage. I like the team comp coming up from SaskWatches, but I'm very concerned about how the early lane will go. Because if Fellowship of the Nerds is able to snowball it, we might see a very quick game.
Yeah, Lux and Ari is pretty tricky. Ari, slippery, can get around a lot of the light bindings and stuff. The CC you throw out as a Lux, you're pretty immobile as well. Not going, yeah, it does have flash and barrier, so a little bit more defensive. But if Jay Frazier gets ahead on Ari, that's not going to be very fun for anyone. Baby Truck gets ahead on Lucian, one of the strongest marksmen in the current meta. Not fun at all, but Chaw's good on his main. So, sorry, I missed it. Who did you give the point to?
I said I prefer, I like.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I like the team comp coming over from SaskWatches.
Say the words.
I think they have the advantage team comp wise, but it's going to be so important for them to win laning phase because I think they have a very not necessarily very snowblade, but they have a very strong comp coming up from Fellowship of the Nerds, but it's very strong early games. So
we've got some like fanfic in the chat here.
I was reading that while you were looking at it. I was like, interesting.
Okay, so for my predictions, I'm going to give the edge to Bard because Bard and its Chaw's good. He got the main.
It's not even the comp. You're just like Bard. Actually, just Bard. Nothing else. Just Bard.
Screw it. I think they're really even. I think Sasquatch has drafted really well from themselves, but Chaw's good on the main. Jay Frazier pretty much on the main as well. Baw's good. It's no stranger to Lee Sin. Can make a lot of early plays happen, so I think that'll be great for them. So yeah, I'm gonna give the edge to Fellowship here, but I think Sasquatches have a really good chance to turn this one around. Now we see 5 masteries on the side of Fellowship of the Nerds. Here we are for game 2 on the blue side. It is going to be Fellowship of the Nerds on the top lane. It is going to be Harablo in the jungle. It is going to be Bosgood on Lee Sin in the mid lane. Jay Frazier going to be playing Ari in the bot lane. And it is going to be Baby Trog on Lucian. And once again, Chawsgood back on the main, Bard.
And on the red side, we do have SaskWatches. We've got BOD Frosty in the top lane, bringing up that Shen. Kind of wish it was Frosted Shen. Kind of Sub-Zero Shen. Kind of sad. Anyways, we've got Steal the Light in the jungle playing that Gragas. We've got Mayhem 2012 on that Lux at the mid-roll. And AD carry, we've got Subnoise playing that Ezreal. And then we have Cygrain, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, playing Thresh at that support role. Once again, we see them going for the 5-man invade. Chawsgood going to throw out one. Once again, another Cosmic Binding. He's going to deter that invade.
Once again, stymied by the Bard.
I like he's bringing out the Snow Day Bard this time.
Yeah, he's changing it up. Change it up. You gotta rotate. I don't like owning more than one skin on the same champion because I feel like you're not giving that skin love and it's like kind of like a waste. But if you're gonna have multiple skins on the same champion and you play the champion a lot, rotate.
Dude,
rotate through them. You gotta give them all love.
I have 4 skins on Draven now, and I actually used Soul Reaver all the way through from season 2 till season 3.
But some skins are like so good. It's like
yes, that's what Soul Reaver is, man.
Exactly. So I can't fault you there, Ziggs. But he does have some pretty spicy other ones, like Mad Scientist.
I would never buy another Ziggs skin.
Master Arcanus, that skin is dope.
The effects of that are pretty sick.
Pretty dope.
Snow Day Ziggs, he looks like a crazy Russian. Like, why wouldn't you want that skin?
Yeah, he does look like crazy Russian, and I feel like he could easily be Russian. You know what I'm saying?
I think he is.
He's not.
Or North Korean.
He's not, like his voice isn't, but if they gave him like a slightly like Russian accent, I would be like for sure. I believe it. Someone write that fanfic. Russian Ziggs Stalin.
Yeah, how about we don't encourage fanfic to be written? I'm
okay, yeah,
putting me in an uncomfortable position.
You're right.
Good thing my eyes are open. Just kidding.
Did I put you in that uncomfortable position?
You did. Why did you see? Do they have a camera? They must have a camera in the casting room. SKL After Dark footage has been leaked. Oh,
We've been had.
They got us. But we do see that level 2 once again hit by Baby Trog and Chawsgood, but they're not applying that pressure that we did see last game. Just gonna farm it out.
Yeah, not getting the level 2. Well, they do have the level 2 power spike, but they're not gonna go for it. And Subnoise and Seagrain not punished for it because they're gonna match that.
Interesting flash. We do see the taunt come out from POD Frosty. That's gotta be a misclick. That flash was a little
Well, it was the classic like typing, like I was typing.
Trying to get 9 reports, all of a sudden flashes.
9 times reports, yeah. Report this.
But actually, great trading coming in here. Baby Shark taking a ton of damage. He's just gonna sidestep the hook there. They're actually gonna turn around and start playing aggressive. That binding just barely missing. A great play coming out from Seagrain. They're gonna force the heal out of Baby Trog. The exhaust going out as well. So very well played. Lux in a lot of trouble though. A great flash. Or taunt, sorry, does get the ignite out. Bod's going to be able to land that resonating straight. The barrel does go through as well as the E. Gragas is there. They might be able to turn this around, but it's going to be a bit of a skirmish. It looks like they are just going to back out as Beauty Frosty going to make his way down there, but not going to be able to catch up. So a lot of summoners burned all over the place, both down in the mid lane, but should be a pretty easy gank onto that Lux, especially once the level 6 hits. If they do use that Spirit Rush combined with Lee Sin, should be able to shut Mayhem down.
Yeah, could be an easy gank as well onto Jay Frazier, who burnt his flash as well. And as long as Steal the Light gets there before level 6, could be a kill the other way as well. So I think mid lane is going to be a point of contention for both junglers in the next couple minutes here. Or bot lane as well, because these guys seem bloodthirsty right now. They like to go back at it, back and forth. And, you know, Baby Trog and Chazga don't have their combative summoner spells available.
And this is kind of the early pressure we were talking about. We wanted to see a little more from both junglers, and we've already seen it. They've already applied more pressure in the first 2 minutes of the game than they did in the last 15 minutes of the first game.
Yeah,
so
they're trying to prove a point to us.
Bozga does get body slammed here, though. He's going to be very careful. He does have flash available if needed, but Steal the Light going to be able to get him. The binding is going to just miss there, but we are going to see Baby Trog continue to go in. Oh, he was forced to flash that binding, actually. So it would have landed, but good thing he had that flash available.
He had that flash available, and now Steal the Light is the only one in, you know, this mid lane jungle combination that has his flash.
Oh, he gets a little aggressive there, and he will go down. That forces out the exhaust. The E is down, but the TP from Harablo going to go in. He actually cancels it before the taunt goes through. So a little aggressive there by Seagrain, going in for the hook, and he just hooks a creep and takes so much damage, wasting exhaust as well before he goes down. Not able to collapse on that fast enough. Well played there by Baby Trug and Chosgood.
And you see, once again, Subnoise not using that summoner spell fast enough, or just not thinking that that Thresh would go down that fast, taking a ton of damage from that Lucian and Bard combination, so unfortunate for him.
Kind of has that Disaninator mentality where it's like, I don't need
doesn't
a support.
Heal doesn't heal teammates.
You know what? I'm getting so much better at that this season.
Are you?
I am. I heal my supports all the time. Like, you can ask any of them. I'm just like, yes, I will use this. Sometimes they're dead before I hit it, but
you can ask. I'm right here, man. You can ask me.
Dude, I've been supporting you. Get out of here.
You're right. We've been winning.
Dude, because I'm playing
We've been
God
winning.
Hand. I'm a Blitzcrank machine. But back to the game here. Harabo in this top lane. Farming pretty well. He's got that big wave pushing in towards him. But Beauty Frosty now has that TP advantage. Not sure if he's going to go back, buy, and TP back. Would be kind of a waste as that wave is still pushing into the turret. So should be pretty okay for him to just walk back, buy his item. He is going to pick up that Bomby Cinder. Going to work probably towards that first item, Sunfire Cape. A great taunt there coming out from Jay Frazier. He's going to be able to convert it into a kill. TP coming in from the Shen. The binding does land. He's going to be in a lot of trouble as Seagrain is there as well. A 4-man gang in the mid lane. He does have that Spirit Rush available. One more charge. He will get away. Not able to get it. And of course, he pops the Mastery. I love it. A great escape there. Not sure how they didn't convert that into a kill. But Jay Frazier, so slippery. Not even your hands could handle that there, Silky.
Not even my hands could have handled that one. So slippery indeed, and Bozga is going to pick up a kill here for sure. It's pretty much guaranteed.
Barrier is available, but he will pick that one up.
Yeah, Barrier was available. It wouldn't have helped him there, I don't think.
Oh, but Steal the Light comes in. He gets a body slam. Going to throw out that keg. Is Seagrain going to go through? He does have the Flay. Chazgood is available. He uses him as a ward to jump to, essentially. Getting his teammate out. Just being a real team player here. And I would love to see Baby Chog go in for the 1v1 here. He will use the Relentless Pursuit to go forward. Popping that W. Gonna get a little bit of movement speed, but he's gonna run the other way.
There's such a discrepancy in this bot lane. It's tier to BF sword.
And he is gonna use the calling, and I think that's so frustrating. You can't really use the calling until that arcane shift is out, because you're not gonna land most of it. But a Shen ulti actually forced out bad communication there. He did not need to flash over the wall. Could have used that Shen ulti to come through and then taunt. Kind of unfortunate there. So well played by the bot lane again, putting a lot of pressure on the map.
And then to add insult to injury, just barely missing that death sentence as well over the wall. It was very, very close. Doesn't hit anyone, though, and Subnoise and Seagrain continue to get battered and beaten by this combination, but a good death sentence.
Yeah, does land it, pulls Chosgood underneath the turret, but low health bars. Very aggressive by Seagrain, and the heal coming out late once again. Just not, the coordination just doesn't seem to be there for SaskWatches.
Yeah, they don't seem to be on the page in a couple roles, like you said. Even the 80 carry and support sometimes.
Maybe reading different textbooks.
Reading different textbooks.
You know, it's like when you have the older version and it's off by a page.
The 7th edition instead of the 8th edition, right?
You're just like off by a page, so then you don't get there quite as fast. I feel like maybe that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, possibly. There could be a dive
bringing
though.
a lot of damage on the Subnoise. He did force out the arcane shift, so if he's able to catch, he does have flash available though, so Babytrog going in pretty greedy here. The flash does come out. He's in a lot of trouble. The exhaust comes through. The heal is going to be used. The death sentence. The true shot barrage will secure that kill, however. Well played there.
Yeah, very well played, and just overzealous by Babytrog there. Going way too far forward is going to cost him his life and his heal. But, I mean, still pretty far ahead. That is going to be a kill going over to Ezreal, but still 23 CS up in this bot lane, as well as a kill to his name over his counterpart in Subnoise. Yeah, Babytrog, he's still gunning.
Oh, he's going to use the Dragon Rage kick to knock the Lux back. Does have that flash available. Jay Frazier going to save that last Spirit Rush. Actually, it goes over the wall, so he can't flash out. And he's going to pick up that kill. A great Orb of Deception there. They're going to just get that pink ward. Showing up a little too late for the teammates, though.
It almost looked like they were going to walk away from that one.
Just kind of let him get away.
Yeah.
Oh, a great charm, though. He's going to flash away. Are they going to be able to pick up the kill? The hook going to go through, but going to use that safeguard to just jump to a creep, getting himself to safety as Harablo just popping some creeps. One rock at a time.
One rock at a time.
One cheese wheel going on at a time.
It's a lot of cheese for one top laner, but not a lot of action in the top lane, as they haven't really had an effect on this game. Haven't seen Von Frosty bring out that ultimate
Great
effect.
relentless pursuit. A lot of them's going on the secret, and they do land the hook, but the TP is coming in from Harablo. This should be a free kill for him. A nice crit. He might not even have to ult. He's just going to walk up. Whap! Smacks him with that rock hand, knocking him to the ground.
Bing, bang, boom. Gets another one. Going to bring out the old backhand for
Bada
Harablo.
bing, bada boom.
He's actually rushing the Raptor Cloak, which leads me to believe that he's going to be going for that early ZZ Rot portal that's coming to the meta. I'm sorry, I don't want to mention it too much. I know you hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Today, actually, I was talking with my friend, and he says, hey, did you see that they're nerfing ZZ Rot portal? And I was like, oh, thank goodness. And he's like, yeah, you only have to hit it 5 times to kill. And I was like, that's it?
That's the nerf?
That's the nerf? It's got a 5-hit health bar, so I was.
I mean, it makes it better for like tanks, but
I was kind of hoping that the nerf was they were actually just gonna get rid of it.
Delete it. Yeah, delete it. Yeah.
But you know, too much. Rito, please.
I hate it. I hate
Cut
that
a guy
item.
some slack.
I hate that item. I hate that it's like turning into StarCraft. You have to look out for the little minions. You have to play this micro game.
Yeah, I didn't
You have
sign
your
up
true-
to play
you
an
have your little
RTS. I'm here for
Yeah.
a MOBA to kill people, not worry about these stupid purple friggin' horned bugs coming at my turret every 5 seconds. But oh, we do see Steal the Light. Chaw's getting in a bit of trouble. He's going to use that Cosmic Binding. Not going to let. He actually taunts into the journey. And they're going to explosive cast him right into his own ulti. I don't know if he's going to be able to get away. Can he land the Q? It's not available. Just an awkward sequence of events there. Actually, taunt straight into the journey going through the wall, but didn't go very far. It was just through the small side of the wall. I wonder if he placed that just as he was taunting, knowing it would send him through the wall or not.
Maybe. That would have been next level, but it didn't save his life at all. He should have made it longer. It would have been funny if it was like a long journey that sent him all the way like through that wall.
Yeah, just like
all the way through the
towards
terrain.
Baron
Yeah.
Pit.
Yeah.
Or all the way down.
Or down towards the
Wolves.
base, yeah. Towards Grom. Yeah.
Almost kept this stuff alive. That was actually a great explosive cast.
Go in.
So knocking him back into. Oh, we do see Bod's gonna go in though. Is he gonna have the follow up? Babytrog is there available.
didn't go
They're just
in.
gonna- Oh, he didn't go in.
No.
I thought he went in. Ah, his character portrait was covered up. I got all excited and here nothing
I
happened.
wanted him to go in, I think. He just didn't have the vision. They don't really have a lot of vision.
Oh, a great flash taunt, but maybe not the greatest as the tower does go down. They are just going to use the calling a great Dragon's Rage kick. Are they going to be able to convert this into more kills, though? Seagrain coming up, so they might be best for them to back off. Chaw's good making his way up there as Jay Frazier going to keep pushing the mid lane there. Going to slowly cripple his way over there, but they are going to force the flash out of Seagrain. He's going to hook a minion, pull himself out. Great binding there by Mayhem. Not going to be able to find any kills, though.
Yeah, that was a good idea for the flash taunt, but they just didn't have the immediate follow-up. If that was like a couple seconds later, they would have had 4 members to the 2 members of, you know, Bosgood and Harablo were the only ones there at the time. There was still Jay Frazier in the mid lane, but Shen
You see the Shen to go through the hook, just going wide there. Taunt is available over the wall, but Babytrog just kind of using that ward. Oh, he does get hit by a snare. Are they going to follow that up? There is no taunt follow-up. Interesting, he could have held him in there, and Final Spark might actually have been enough to pop his completely with that passive still on there. But it looks like Subnoise is going to throw some Qs in there. Oh, he has the taunt available again if he wants to use it. Taunt straight ahead instead of trying to taunt an enemy. Going to pop down that barrier, negating a lot. A great Malphite ulti though. The Orb of Deception going through 3 members. A Dragon's Rage kick going out. He does land the charm. It's going to be enough to kill Subnoise as he does use the bar ulti onto the turret, but it's not going to affect it. And that's going to be a double kill though for Harablo. That's going to be 4 kills picked up, and they just lined up perfectly for the unstoppable force to come through.
Yeah, Harablo coming in, it was just like Christmas Day as a gift for him. You really can't miss that one. And then Jay Frazier coming in, landing all the abilities, doing all the damage, and picking up a kill for himself. I believe he only had one before that fight. And now picking up another one for himself. Had a great Spirit Rush Charm combination onto, I believe that was Subnoise. Then they were able to dive it with the use of Tempered Fate on the tower. And then the flash in from Rablo to secure it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's so nice. And then the follow-up with that Orbit Deception going through 3 people as well. Ooh, a lot of damage going to Secret. Actually, Relentless Pursuits immediately into the journey. No one else going to follow that. So, once again, I was saying, I think SaskWatch's early game needs a little bit of improvement. It looks like Fellowship of the Nerds just kind of dominated every lane. You kind of look at the CS discrepancy, almost double in that bot lane. You're up 24 in the mid lane. Top lane went fairly even, except for the jungle kind of helped them out a bit.
Yeah, it's so tough to judge these guys because they can't get anything going. We don't really know what their late game is like because it seems like they always come out of laning phase behind. Even though individually their players aren't weak by any stretch of the imagination, but their cohesiveness just isn't there. They're not able to get anything going. They don't have Steal the Light meshing well play-wise with any of the laners. It seems like Bod Frosty kind of does his own things. Sometimes gets ahead on his own. Sometimes, gets ganked and then gets put behind. Doesn't have a real meaningful impact. Bot lane seems like they're not really on the same page most of the time. Subnoise, holding on to summoners. And then the top lane TP synergy isn't there. Bod Frosty coming in, but then the bot lane not knowing that. You got to be able to communicate with your team. So it just seems like they're just not together as a unit, right?
They always have the right idea on what to do. It's just the cohesion is never there, and they never follow each other. It seems like they're almost hesitant to trust one another making those plays. And if they just had a little more cohesion like that,
maybe they need some team building exercises. They just got to go up
the
trust fall or something like that. Yeah, bringing mean.
You know what the real trust factor is bot lane. You gotta just let your support last hit all your creeps with Tarragon stacks. For every one he misses, that's how many times you report him next game.
Yeah, and on a more serious note, I agree. Just gotta report. That's the answer to everything. On a more serious note, as an AD carry or as a support, you have to know that as an extension, whatever summoner spells and whatever tools your team has is basically a tool for you. So you got to play like you've got that. You got to, in your mind, you got to know, okay, I got the Shen ult coming in, so I'm safe for a couple extra seconds. You got to know that. It's not all on Bod Frosty to be like, hey guys, I'm going to ult now. You got to know that. You got to be trusting in that regard. You got to use it to your advantage. You have to have that mindset. I feel like they just don't have it just yet, but there's a lot of time to grow. We've got few more weeks yet. So SaskWatches could be making a late push if they don't pick up a win.
And we can't count them out of this game. They actually have a very good scaling composition. It's just going to be very hard. They're going to have to not get caught out, and right now the Child's Good ulti is going to catch them out there. But a great Lux Binding. If they can just keep putting down a lot of damage, Explosive Cast goes out, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. They do have the Unstoppable Force available. They're going to take down 2 people. A great Binding by Child's Good, and he's going to follow through a 4-man fight ulti as they keep going. Subnoise is going to be forced over the walls. Jay Frazier follows through. The double kill for Baby Trog is going to be able to keep going. It's Rablo going to throw out the cheese wheel. Beauty Frosty going to try and get away. Steal the Light going to chase them as well. Just bops his Easy Rot portal down. The taunt does go through, going to land on. That's another kill for Jay Frazier, and he is going off here. He's going to pop that mastery. And man, I missed that last week. We have that mastery coming out all the time now. That's what I love.
It's because you mentioned it, Designator, for sure, because you mentioned it. Excellent setup there by Chosgood. The Tempered Fate coming out pretty much locks people up. I said it in Champs Select. That Bard's so good. You're able to lock so many people up, regardless of whether it's a Draven or not on the other team. You put the pieces in place. It's really hard for Bosgood to mess up that kind of initiation. It's hard for Rablo to miss that Unstoppable Force. It's hard, for Josgood not even to follow up his own Tempered Fate. They're sitting there in stasis for a few seconds. It's so easy to set up a play, and it's just super hard to play after that, especially after a good one comes out.
You have time to pull out the protractor, get the angles in the right spot, and then go.
Exactly.
You have time to do the math before you go in. And that's the thing. That's why that Bard ulti is just a great Bard is just so good, because you can use that ulti offensively or defensively. They need to get away, throw it in the thing. Okay, you guys can't run through that passageway. See you later. If you do, you're stuck there for a few seconds. Pull it together. It's working. It's working well. And I think he's showing why he has it banned against him so much.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe it's Sasquatch is having a little bit too much pride, be like, oh, Bard is just a Bard. That's not super OP. We don't have to ban that. We can handle it. I just think some people, you've got to give them respect that they are owed, and this is one of those cases. It just doesn't come through, though. I think serious mistake in pick ban, but like you said, they've got a little bit of hope. They need to stall out and get multiple picks in a row. I think it's going to be huge for Mayhem to try and get some people out. Botfrosty's going to follow up. I think he had a missed opportunity to top lane 5 minutes ago when they had Baby Trog locked up there from the light binding. I think they got a kill there. They're going to have to look for those kind of picks. They can't let this base go down, though, and it's already got one inhibitor less. Inhibitor tower less.
And that's the thing, is they have the binding followed up by the hook, followed up by the taunt. They soon should have that frozen gauntlet. So they should be able to follow, and they do catch Jay Frazier out. He is going to get away as the Chosgood is going to use that ulti to deter that push a little bit of forced flash out there by Shen, and they're getting quite low as Baby Chog doing a lot of damage. He's going to use the calling to pick up that kill. Explosive cast, going to knock them away, but this should be a free inhibitor for them as they've chunked him out quite a bit. Jay Frazier's going to go in, though. He's going to use that Spirit Rush, put down a little bit of damage. They're just going to keep whapping away, though. That's going to be an inhibitor down, and with that minion wave coming in the mid lane, they're going to take the journey out, and they should be able to start sieging that mid turret with ZZ Rot's assistance.
Yeah, that explosive cast should have came out a lot sooner. As soon as that Tempered Fate was done, the stasis was through, you throw that out, you get immediate disengage. You don't lose anyone there, but instead they do lose members, and they lose more as their base is going down, as they're kind of just chilling, hanging out, relaxing, acting all cool.
They're going down? Sugar, we're going down swinging?
Yeah, we'll turn this into a Fallout Boy.
Coming down. No, okay, but they are going to initiate. The flag going to go through there. They still have unstoppable force available if they want to reinitiate, but they're just going to back off. They picked up 2 turrets. Very well played. Now they have all the pressure in the world on the map. They've got bot. They've got mid. This means Baron coming up at the 20-minute mark. I forgot it was only 20 minutes into the game. If they wanted to, they can go back by and then probably do Baron.
Twice in a row, you got fooled.
Don't get fooled again.
Don't get fooled again.
No.
Fool me once. Shame on you. Oh, singing. If you're playing the drinking game, whenever caster sings, that's a drink. Finish your drink.
Finish your drink.
Finish your drink.
It's going to be a lot of finished drinks.
I'll be finishing my drink when I get home later tonight.
Yeah, we'll catch up. We'll catch up. Is that what you're saying? Caster catch up?
Yeah. I'm really bad at like getting to like a place where my friends are like having a couple of beverages, you know, and I'm like just totally sober. I have that problem. Really need I need to solve it.
You can't be that sober.
I'm forced to catch up.
Chosgood is going to throw that ulti out as that calling does a ton of damage to BLP Frosty. He's just going to dance. He's going to try and do the safety dance, but it's not going to keep him alive. Unfortunately,
didn't stop, drop, and roll. He didn't stop, drop, and roll there.
Well, what was he going to do, man?
Look, Bosgood's on fire. Harablo's on fire. There's a lot of fire. You just got to get down. Stop, drop, and roll, baby.
Somebody get the extinguisher. Put that guy out because he is on fire.
In the meantime, the base is just a big game of tower defense here.
And that's the
for
thing.
SaskWatches.
They don't have the itemization yet to really deal with all of these super minions. He's got the Morellos. He's got the boots. He's got another Codex probably to try and get his abilities up faster, to clear waves faster. And honestly, they're going to take this tier 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if they swung towards Baron. They can throw ZZ Rot Portal in one lane. Do they have a banner yet? No, they do not have the banner, but I don't really know what they're going to do. It's really
they're going to play the dancing game up here in the top lane.
I'm not saying Fellowship of the Nerds. I'm talking more of SaskWatches.
There's nothing they can do. They've pretty much got to, aside from, you know, just like rolling over and dying, which I don't think any team should do, but you just got to throw it out there. Try and get a pick on one of the carries.
They have Iceborne Gauntlet now, though.
That's like their only hope is finding a pick onto Jay Frazier or Baby Trog.
See, here we go. There's a ton of damage going all at once. Great binding, though, by Chosgood. They're going to go in. They're going to try and use a kick. A great laser onto Baby Trog, and he's going to live with absolutely no health. Surprised. He's going to have to limp out of that fight. They're not going to be able to follow up with it, though. They have Explosive Cask available still. True Shot Barrage coming up soon, so they will deter that push, but there's a lot of minions in their base they have to deal with, as ZZ Rot is going to replace Baby Trog to try and put pressure onto that turret.
Not the best of replacements for 6-1 and 7 Lucian, but it'll do the trick.
Sometimes you got to take what you can take, and Steal the Light going in doing a bit of damage. The Shen ulti is going to go out on him, trying to keep him alive. The Explosive Cask going to knock Harablo into the turret, but nothing really is going to come out of that except for another death going on to Steal the Light. They keep finding the right picks. It's just they don't have the items to finish it off. Like Baby Truck walked out of there
like 10 HP.
10 HP. And it was a very good follow-up, but after that, they've used everything and they don't take him down. They're in so much trouble because they've committed so much to one champion and haven't taken them down. They're going to use the CC on the turret there. It's Harablo going to go in, and Laser is back up that CDR doing work. They almost take him down. It's Baby Trog coming in for the flank, 80 carry or not. He is going in 1v4 here. He's Going to back off, though. The culling is going to go through. He is going to get exhausted. The hook going to go through. Not going to land there. He is going to use the relentless pursuit to just slide out of his DMs. Not going to get caught there. But so many super minions pushing in from bottom and mid. Still trying to deal with top turn. That's a lot of damage coming up from that Grog as the binding goes out. Not going to land a Sarablo. And his little purple minions going to keep pressuring that top lane. SaskWatch is in a very rough spot right now.
Yeah, such a rough spot. They should have done this on some of the other turrets, so they actually had a base to defend. They don't really have that. They've got supers pushing in the mid lane, supers pushing in the bot lane. You know, they got honeys on the left, honeys on the right. This is a remix to Ignition here, but they really should have done this earlier. They almost found a pick on a Jay Frazier. They almost found a pick on Baby Trog just mere minutes before that. You're right, they didn't have that itemization quite to take him down, but they should have tried to play this kind of last-ditch effort style a couple minutes earlier. They might have had more of a base to defend, and the minions are going to be able to take this one down by themselves. They don't even need to hit it.
The nice thing is the inhibitor should come up right away. Unfortunately, that last inhibitor turret did go down, and we do see bot inhibitor has respawned. That mid inhibitor should follow quite soon. He is going to hook the ZZ Rot minion, as we do see Bosgard. He goes in for the flash dragon kick, but he's not going to get it as he gets binded as well. Steal the Light going to try and put down some damage. Are they going to be able to save this inhibitor? It's going to be very important for them to keep as many as they can. As Jay Frazier is putting pressure on that bot inhibitor, they are going to pick up this top one. Baby Trog back in base, buying items. The hook going on to Chosgood, however. The box going to go out. They do catch out Bosgood. The laser goes through, but he's already dead before it goes through. Jaw's getting in a lot of trouble. Baby Trog is not here, mind you. So that's going to be a double kill for Ezreal. Meanwhile, Jay Frazier going to take the bot inhibitor. Or is he? He starts to back off. He will finally get that, but is it going to be enough to get himself out as well? He will just slide out, but 2 kills picked up. They weren't able to keep up that top inhib, though. So losing 2 inhibs for 2 kills, not the greatest. They're going to be right back in the position they were, but without a tower. The double force goes through, and they're going to pick up the kill onto Mayhem as they get the taunt onto Baby Trog. All the autos going to be blocked as he's going to start using the culling. We see he's going in. Jay Frazier doing a ton of damage, but can he get away? As Rablo going to start whapping Sigrain with those rock fists as he lands a hook onto Baby Trog. As Bod Frosty goes in, is he going to be able to chase that out? He's going to be forced out of the base here. So Rablo going to start running away. Jay Frazier still kicking around the bot side, all while these minions are floating in. There's just way too much going on right now.
Yeah, these guys are just like loving the fight right now. Pretty much SaskWatches are going in on anything they can get. Seagrain lands Death Sentence. Yeah, I'm going in. Doesn't matter. Harablo, full tank, whatever. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm taking someone with me. Throw out the lantern, whatever. Bod Frosty comes in. Baby Trog very, very, very nearly gets taken down there. That probably wouldn't have been the best, but Jay Frazier's there as well, doing tons of damage. Comes over the wall, Spirit Rush. Doesn't matter. I'll go forward. It doesn't matter. You know, only escape. Whatever. Throw it all out there. That's pretty much a style and pretty much a mindset that Fellowship of the Nerds have right now. They don't care.
He's going to go SaskWatches here. He uses the explosive cast and knock Bosgood towards him. A great light binding there going out by Mayhem, but he does land the resonating strike onto the Ezreal as the Bard ulti does go through. Is it going to be enough to save him? Oh, he gets trolled by his teammate, but a great taunt there to keep him alive as Jay Frazier goes in, barely getting out though. Going to pick up that kill. The taunt going through, and he actually gets legit straight trolled by his teammate.
Wow.
Immediate taunt to come back through, but he still goes down to Jay Frazier.
Get memed. Get like those Spanish casters in that one Bard. Get ricked. Get ricked. Exactly is what I don't even know. Like that was just like pure troll right there. That's pretty much how you can. The only way you can describe
straight
it.
call into the face, gunning them down in the streets. They got him. As Baby Trog, he's going to start going half. BOD Frosty going to come around from the side. He is going to land that taunt onto Baby Trog. He's going to be able to get away here. As we do see Steal the Light looking for some kind of action, but all he's going to find is a lot of auto attacks heading his way. The flash autos, but Chog's going to be the one to pick up the kill as the unstoppable force goes through, and Baby Trog's going to pick up that kill. But then the Fellowship of the Nerds decide, we done. This game's over. That's going to be game 2 going to them. In both games, I believe, under 30 minutes.
The other one was 26, or was it 28? It was 1 minute ahead and 1 minute behind. Under 30 minutes for both games. You are correct there. 23 kills to 5 is the final kill count. 51,000 to something else. I don't know. Can't see it anymore because the screen went away on me. That's my fault. I wasn't fast enough on the draw. It's okay. Who cares? 2-0, though. I bet Fellowship of the Nerds care that they got the 2-0 against SaskWatches here. Let's not overanalyze things too much here. Really well played series by Fellowship of the Nerds. No surprise there. They're a strong team. SaskWatches, I think they're growing. They're definitely improving. They're improving their overall strategy. I don't think they lost the games out of pick ban like I think they did in earlier weeks, but the early game of the cohesion still not quite up to par with just a Fellowship of the Nerds. Good example to compare to here. They seem like they're on the same page. They're been together for a while though.
Yeah, I think honestly a lot of their mistakes come from miscommunication. It's either someone committing and then other people aren't. Stuff's happening, people aren't aware. I think just working on that communication within themselves, because they seem to have the right idea, they just don't execute it properly.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. Their draft is starting to look better.
Yep.
So I think it's just working on that cohesion as a team will really start pulling through. But Fellowship of the Nerds, after that first week, kind of, they're starting to pick it up in these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely picking it up here, getting the 2-0. Definitely nice for them. They were in 4th place before this. Have no clue what they're at now. I think that might put them in 3rd place, but I believe that Onyxia hasn't played their game of the week yet, so that's a little bit skewed, but decent for Fellowship of the Nerds. If they really want to go up against these top teams like Team Malicious Intent, Viz Major, Onyxia, they really need these points in these games that they really need to pick up here. Going into this one, I think it's fair to say that SaskWatch is a little bit underdogs. So as a higher ranked team, higher the standings, you need to pick up these games to make it count later on.
Oh, absolutely. And points are everything, because you need to get yourself a better spot so you don't face those higher up teams in those first round of playoffs. Make it easier for yourself and make sure you get that playoff spot. It's just so important to pick up them when you can, pick up the points when you can, even just 1-1s. That's still 1 point in your pocket you had instead of getting 0.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's pretty much all we've got for this series, but we've got a lot of things to tell you about. We're really excited here, Dezanator.
Oh, golly, I'm so excited.
Oh, my God. Never do that voice
ever
again.
All right, I'm sorry.
I don't know what that was. It's made me laugh.
Did it scare?
We've got something to announce to you guys watching at home. If you want to get involved in SKL and you want to win money, cash, that cheddar, then we've got something for you. We've got a cash prize ARAM tournament coming your way. The proceeds will go towards SKL, and also the proceeds for the registration fees for this ARAM tournament will also go towards the cash prize for the top winner of that tournament. Are you hyped about this ARAM tournament coming up, put on by SKL?
Yeah, because the admins are cash. Because the admins are signing up, and we're gonna destroy. So you guys want a piece of the Papa John's Pizza Boys on our home turf, the old Howling Abyss? Come at us.
Yeah, for sure. Look up for the sign-up information. It'll be coming up on our website, so keep tabs on skleague.ca for all the latest information on the ARAM tournament, as well as all the recent statistics, upcoming schedule for games, all the VODs you can find on our YouTube, and the like. I think that's pretty much all we have to say about that. We've got a couple sponsors, though, Blake.
Hey.
I want you to tell me about them.
Well, a couple of our sponsors. First off, let's throw out Mana Bar, Saskatoon's premier esports bar, coming to a Saskatoon near you. I can't say what Bodie says. That's his line. But definitely check them out, guys. I know, follow them on Twitter and stuff. Keep you updated with stuff in the bar. Very, very informational. We've also got Wide Mouth Media. They make everything look nice. They make us look nice. They make the borders.
They try their best. You know, it's a tough sell for us ugly kids.
Besides this guy's hands, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Silky, he's a good guy.
All this hair, CGI.
You guys think his hair is wet? No, it's because it's
bald.
CGI.
I'm actually bald.
Boom. Mind blown.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't.
It's all Wide Mouth Media.
It doesn't matter if he showers or not. He's bald. But anyways, they check them out. They do so much more than just make overlays and stuff. Any kind of
content creation is their game. They create websites, they create videos, they create all sorts of media. They'll tape your wedding if you really want them to. They'll do your more professional stuff. They'll do it all. Make sure you check out all the sponsors' information on our website. Once again, skleague.ca. You can find all that. All the links are there. I think below as well there might be some links towards our sponsors and all our stuff. Make sure you check out our Facebook. Give us a like on there. Follow us on Twitter as well. You can follow our personal Twitter handles just below us. Over here, where are we? Right here. Silky Mittens LOL, and for Blake, it is just at Dezanator.
I just blew you a bag of air because it sounds like you're running out of breath.
I'm just cosplaying as you during team fights.
As Dezanator?
Yeah. A couple of reviewers were concerned about your well-being, taking breaths, but I think that's pretty much all we've got. So I've been Silky Mittens. He's been Dezanator, and behind the camera, as always, we've had Skill Laws helping us out through the day. Come back tomorrow, 7 o'clock, same time, same place. We've got a match between...
Oh, you don't? I believe it's a Onyxia Esports versus
Revolution Death Squad. There you go. We've got it for you. So same time, same place. Nixie Esports versus RDS. We'll see you tomorrow.